Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are just one more episode away until we get the finale of Paper Mario Nostalgia Door finally completed out here. And if you guys ever want me to go and do some bonus content stuff, I will go and leave a Twitter poll or a YouTube community post somewhere around, so that if you guys want me to go and head on into the 100-pit trial and go through the full completion of that said area and battle out with Bonetail, you guys can go and ask me around within through there. But here in this said episode for today, we can't really go about with the Shadow Queen at all for right now, or even with the Princess Peach shadow side of herself as well. That'll be happening more so in the next episode, but here we actually do have the Grodus and the Bowser fight that's going to be happening. Now, this said battle with Grodus is going to be somewhat in a way of like how it, well, one of those X-Yucks or one of those type of other said Yucks enemy are all about, but there's going to be a little bit of a switch around within that type of way there, because however, since Grodus kind of has some of his floating buddies around within this type of particular battle that will be happening at some point, those actual said guys will do some attack damage compared to like how the mini Yuxes work. Because normally those mini Yuxes, they normally don't really do a whole heck of a lot, and they never really went out of their way to do any type of attacking. But here, however, with Grodus' side, yeah, they will do some attacking. So you may possibly want to have a whole heck of a lot of items that are going to do multiple hits with each other, or have some sort of badge that's going to be able to do multiple hits with those set enemies. Or not only that, but even having Vivian, because Vivian is going to be somewhat, I want to say somewhat pretty much great for the end part of this set game. And majority of the time throughout here, we are going to have to go and use Vivian, because she is just amazing for the last bit of this end game. And majority of the time, you will be going out of your way to use her. And that's why, like, I've been kind of highly saying throughout all the different videos so far, is that, like, once you get yourself with Vivian, and once you get herself, like, all fully powered up with having everything in her arsenal, like, by the time that you already start reaching around within, like, Chapter 5, 6, 7, and then even with, like, Chapter 8 here, over time, you're just going to be overly abundantly using Vivian for, like, a whole bunch of different stuff that's going to be happening. Like, Flurry kind of gets put away into the wayside, because unfortunately, with having Flurry out here, she's not all that too great for this said fight, for the rest of the battles going forward. But yeah, so we got our tattling for what we do need for Grodus. Unfortunately, I don't really have the tattling part for the said mini guys out here, because I believe they are enemies as well too, so I will have to miss out on the opportunity for it, but it's alright. So now this is where we're going to actually have to go and decide to figure out what we are going to have to go and do here. And I think what the better option for what we're going to do is not really go for a said type of earth tremor, because I think originally before I was thinking about probably setting up for an earth tremor or not, but instead I went and decided to go and use one of our special handy dandy items that we went and picked up before here in the Palace of Shadows, which that is going to have to be with the shooting star, which that does 5 damage, and most of these guys here are going to be having 5 damage worth of health around within the force field, so that means we'll be able to go and knock that out, and then we can do some damage on Grodus right there. So let's just go and use that shooting star and light it up and make sure that we get the PK Starstorm out of here and destroy all of that stuff that's going on. So that is just perfect. So now we just need to go just swap up around with partners, and this is, however, we're going to be bringing out with Vivian for the rest of this fight. So let's go and do it. So yeah, so Grodus does have a lot of multiple different attacks, and I believe Goombell actually went out of her way to say that, is that Grodus does have some lightning attacks, ice attacks, and basically anything to go and try to do some damage onto you. We're going to go and light with our Fire Flower here, so we could be able to just go and knock it with these guys. It seems like they do only have 3 amount of HP for that. And now let's go set for our Fiery Jinx, just to make sure that we at least get this guy somewhat a little bit burnt, and that will kind of help out a little bit for the time being. Now, we're almost about to be getting all the way up into another level up, which that's going to be great, because I know that, unfortunately, throughout the majority of this said part here, is that it's going to be a little bit of a challenge trying to level up now, and the better type of way is that having all these different boss fights here, you'll be able to get, like, so much amount of, like, different type of EXP, which you guys will be getting to see here at this point, with us having to go and face off against with Grodus. So look at that, we got like a whole bunch of star points right there. 31, that is way over above on what we do need for that, so we got ourselves with a level up, and I think what we're going to have to do is kind of change some things around. So instead, we're not going to really worry about having the HP build up, because I know that before that was something that we were going to be doing. So instead, we are going to go and train up with the FP, just so that I can have a little bit more boosting of the extra amount of FP that we use, because over time, throughout majority of the ending game, you are going to have to use a lot of FP, and I strongly highly suggest that you bring a lot of different items that do revolve around with having some sort of FP as well, along within the process too, just because of how annoying the Shadow Queen is going to be. So now this is one more final thing that Grodus is going to have to go and do, is bring out with Peach here. Uh-oh. And now she's in this type of force field, which I don't think we'll be able to go and break anytime soon. But there will be somebody that will be showing up as well too. And I know that we've already originally heard that Bowser was going to try to make his way over here to the 1,000-year door. But I don't know how exactly he's going to be able to reach all the way over to here. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're almost toast out here. Well, you know what? Let's go for one more attack. I think we could be able to do it. We'll fight with all of our strength. Let's go. The power of the purple will do it. Oh. Well, you know what? Instead of us having to go for the attack, I guess somebody else is going to do the job for us here. Yep, and there he is. Bowser has just went and showed up. And of course, it seems like Cammy was just doing just fine. Yep, we've already made our entrance already here, of course, and just went and bowed out with Grodus. But yeah, so Bowser's not really finished just yet. He still needs to go after with Princess Peach, but he needs to go and challenge us first. So here we go. So you guys already know how this whole battle is. Basically, Bowser is just the same type of way of how he was originally before. And the only one thing that is going to be a little bit of a problem is with him trying to poison you. So at least the good thing is now is that we do have those Feeling Fine badges. So we are completely immune to his poison. So frankly, for right now, for where we stand, is that we are basically sitting pretty much fairly well throughout here. So yeah, we're just going to go and line up a few damage there, knock out Cammy down to the ground. You don't really want Cammy to be floating around and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So it's just better to just at least just kind of make her just kind of just sit on the ground for now and not really let her go and do a whole bunch of stuff. Because she'll be a little bit more annoying if you have her around with her using her different broom powers there. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not really the best when it comes to the safeguarding tactic on that one, but I think it's going to be about time where we are going to have to swap our partners around, bring out with Goombella, and get a little bit of a title log going on out here with Cammy and see how much she's going to be at. So far, we did a little bit of some good damage right there. So this is Cammy Koopa, and she does have a max HP of 50. So yeah, and so far, at least the good thing is that she hasn't actually went out of her way to use any type of attack boosting or any defense boosting at all, or even healing for that matter. We did ace out here really well. Because if you guys don't know, we do have that charging badge now, the charge and the partner charge badge. So we were able to go and knock out Cammy and Bowser relatively fast out here for that one. So there we go. Not too shabby at all, and we still haven't really went out of our way to go and use up all of our different items. So yeah, we're keeping all of our items just intact out here. Yeah, that was a close one, well, basically for sure. But we're not done just yet. Yeah, Grodus just went up and left. I thought Bowser was still over top on Grodus, but nope, he's going to be taking Princess Peach alongside all the way over to that other place there. But I think for right now, it's been enough time is that you should just go and save, and then that's where we're going to end off the episode for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one, and of course, peace.